So for this exhibition I brought a bunch of lava rocks from Lanzarote volcanoes, and I combined them with air balloons to explore this kind of different elements, how they interact. So the stones represent earth and fire, and the air balloons obviously represent air. And I'm always fascinated by how they sort of interact or intertwine. Air balloons are very soft and airy and very fragile, you know, so when combining them with the rocks, it was very, very difficult because they would break, and if you put too much pressure, you know, they would pop immediately. At the same time, if you don't have enough pressure, you know, there wouldn't be no tension, or the composition would be interesting enough. And this is what I love about my practice, because when I'm in the studio building structures and playing with elements, I'm only there, you know. It requires my full presence. And trauma bonding or trauma bondage is a very interesting construction. So I wanted to also explore and depict how those trauma bonds are formed. You know, there's always the two elements that are connecting, and there's a certain tension, but there's also something that kind of bonds them together, and this is the trauma. This is the trauma and the experience that kind of, you know, wants to be noticed or wants to be released. So we enter the similar constructions or the similar circumstances that give us the opportunity to finally look into it and be like, oh, I have to resolve that somehow. And this was my fascination with the topic. In this exhibition, I'm exploring the still life works through photography, combining still life photography and landscape photography, kind of, you know, juxtaposing the origin of the rocks with the still lifes that are isolated in the studio. And I like this connection of sort of natural and artificial, and, you know, there's always this dialogue between that and different formats. But also something very new to me is an installation, actually two video works that I made, and one is an installation of the video of kind of a moving image. It's not really a video, it's a moving image of a very calm lake in Austria, and with a chair in front of it, which is a chair full of nails, you know, you're literally sitting on the nails. And what it represents for me, and what I wanted to say with this, is the way trauma manifests in our body. And it's a very direct and kind of literal explanation of what it is, but I think for a lot of visitors it's very understandable. So if you sit on that chair and you feel the pain, all of your focus goes into the pain point. You can't enjoy anything. If there's something traumatic in our body or in our mind, it will always drag our attention there, and all the perception of the reality or the relationships or the society will be distorted, and you will be telling yourself the same story again and again and again. For me, the biggest indicator of that exhibition works is that people come in and open up, and we have a conversation. And every time, every visitor who opens up or who comes to me and starts dialogue, there's always something that resonates and opens up this kind of connection. And I think it's beautiful. This is why I still do what I do. It's really rewarding.